What's up, everybody? It's ice outside, and I'm just out here plundering around because the electric's off. So I figured look at this solid ice. The whole thing's ice. Everything's froze. I mean, everything's froze solid. You see these trees. This is what is today? Hang on, sorry about that. Today's February 15th, 2021. Everything's covered in ice. It has been for like 2 days. But right now it's actually raining more than it is icing. I mean, look at these icicles right here. It's crazy. Like the boy swing set. Look at this ice. You can really get an idea of how much ice we got. That's like an inch of ice. It's froze solid. I got tired of sitting in the house, and it's really not that cold. I believe that the snow or the ice is starting to melt for the most part. But it's going to take a while because everything is covered in ice. Hey, Toby. My dog's wanting out of the kennel. I had to put Toby, my Australian Shepherd, up because, well, he's got a insulated doghouse, and I wanted to keep. Ice is falling off trees everywhere. Like when the wind blows a little bit, you start hearing like, I don't know if you can hear that. Whoa. Oh. I don't know if you heard that or not. That was a tree trunk shifting. That's what worries me about this ice, because I live around some pretty tall trees, and that ice, if that wind starts blowing with all that ice on these trees, they're gonna snap. And I'm only really worried about one tree, and it's that one right there, because it's directly over top of my deck. So I'm hoping and praying that the wind doesn't pick up. There goes a car flying on 421. But the electric's out, so that's a concern. Hopefully it'll be back up for too awful long, but we've got gas heat in our basement and stuff. It'll heat the whole house upstairs and down. So I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about all our food, because obviously we've got refrigerators and freezers full of food and meat and stuff. But my main concern right now is this tree. I don't want it to fall, because if it falls, it's going right on top of my deck. And that's heavy. I mean, I know decks are made to withstand a lot of weight, but I don't know. My pants are falling down. I don't know if it'll hold that kind of weight up or not, but that's my number one concern right now, is that tree. And when the wind blows, the wind don't have to blow very hard with all that ice on it, but the weight of the tree with all the ice on it is what gets it going. It don't have to blow very hard at all, and the whole daggum tree will start shifting. But I'm out here. You hear that? That's ice falling right beside my dog's kennel. You're all right. Yeah, it's not that cold. I mean, hopefully it'll be melting really quick and get this over with. This has been the last worst winter the last really bad winter that I remember was back in '93, and we didn't have any ice. It was just like 4 or 5 foot of snow. But I would say this is probably worse. There goes, I know that guy. I can see the highway from my house. I don't know if you can make it out or not, but in '93, that winter was really bad just because of snow. This winter is probably worse because it's ice. I mean, I'm having to walk sideways down my yard. If you know how to drive and you've got a 4-wheel drive truck, you can get around in snow, but there just ain't nothing you can do with ice. You're just gonna have to hold up wherever you are. Now, if you got chains, you can go. I ain't got no chains, but believe me, I will have chains next year. That's heck with this crap. I don't like to be stuck at the house. Nobody can go to work. I mean, God, that scared me. That was my flag. I thought something was falling. Hear that? Hear that popping and cracking? That's timber breaking and cracking. But if you got chains and stuff, you can go fairly well. I still wouldn't want to unless I had to, but I came out here to go in my garage. Got half my head cut off. But then I remembered there went a big limb. I don't know if you can see right over there. The big limb just fell. That wind is blowing too. And like I say, it don't have to blow very hard. I mean, the wind is barely blowing and it's causing limbs to break. But I was going to go in my garage, but I forgot the power's out. So I have to go back in the house and get the keys to my garage. Yeah, this sucks. We're all down in the basement because that's where our gas fireplace is. And we're just kind of camping it out until everything gets going again. I mean, I'm standing here and I can see down through the woods. I can see 421, which is the main highway where I live. It doesn't look that bad. But that's a primary road. So I'm sure the road crews here in Jackson County is making that their priority. I guarantee you anything, the secondary roads are solid ice. Yep. But anyway, just wanted to make this little video and document this really bad winter we're having here. Let me give you an example of people that never get to experience this. What kind of ice that we're dealing with. Now this is on everything. See this tree? Look at that ice. That's on everything. All that ice. That's just ice all over this tree. See that? It's on everything. Did you hear that? Stuff's falling like crazy. I think that was mostly ice though falling out of a tree because it has warmed up. See that? It's just falling out of that tree right there like crazy. This just fell out of my tree. I just noticed this. A little limb right there. Now something's falling over here. This is bad. I mean, it's not necessarily the freezing that causes power outages. It's the thawing out that causes the power outages, because as the ice melts, it falls off the trees and breaks power lines. And limbs go with the ice, because if you know anything about stuff like this, if you freeze something and then thaw it out, it becomes real brittle and it breaks easy. So, like I said, it's not necessarily the freezing that does the damage. It's the thawing out that does the damage. As it thaws, it breaks, and it takes whatever it's stuck to with it. Anyway, my phone's getting soaking wet because it is raining. But just wanted to document this little winter storm we're having here in Jackson County, about Phil. Y'all stay safe. If you're anywhere around my area, please be careful. Don't get out unless you have to. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.